Metis token surging 60% on the monthly chart, rising with the crypto markets. Metis decentralized infrastructure deploys a dual network ecosystem combining the Andromeda network with the AI-optimized Hyperion Layer 2 blockchain, designed to power high-performance Web3 applications like DeFi, gaming, and on-chain AI. Joining us now with more is Natalia Ameline, Decentralization Coordinator at Metis. Natalia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here. Excited to be here.
So is alt season back? I mean, we saw Ethereum climb, surge, leading the crypto markets. Are you seeing similar returns on Metis?
What I see, because I think in the markets we see a lot of signals, and some of them are driven by fundamentals, and some are driven by the different sentiments that are created by different economic statements that are being made, or political statements, etc. But what I do see is the excitement and creation engine in the ecosystem that is really churning, and I think we're going to see a lot of exciting things coming out, and I think that the fundamentals will continue kicking us off.
So tell me what Metis Hyperion is, how its AI-optimized Layer 2 blockchain differs from traditional Layer 2s such as Optimism, and Arbitrum.
So Hyperion is different in several ways. We had to think about what are the traditional blockchains are lacking and what we need in order to bring the AI inference and AI applications on chain. And what we see, of course, is the lack of current blockchains' ability to handle the volume and intensity of applications and data. So the L2 Hyperion is instant, high throughput Layer 2 that is optimized for AI applications. The way it differs from the other L2s is, for example, it has the Metis has the decentralized network of nodes, and these decentralized nodes actually become their role is kind of twofold. It is first of all, it's as sequencers, they are used to process transactions, but with them we can rebalance the load effectively, and this helps with the throughput that we see in our network. Also, it's another purpose of that is the decentralization. You don't want to have the whole keys to your purse in one person's hands in the blockchain, generally speaking. So with having the decentralized sequencer nodes, this risk is minimized.
So you're Canadian, I believe, or?
Yep. Sorry?
So, are you Canadian?
I am Canadian,
good,
yes.
Good. So I'm just wondering what it's like to be an entrepreneur here in Canada working in crypto. How do you feel about that?
I think it's different, right? And I think in Canada we can definitely benefit from the improved business climate for the crypto companies, but in general, I wouldn't say we have any problems, right? I think what I see is some of the impediment to the progress is a lack of regulatory clarity still that exists in Canada around the firms operating here, and because of that, you still see the firms choosing to incorporate or move to the different jurisdictions, thus making Canada to miss out on the economic potential that is here. So I think that's a challenge. I see in the US recently there has been a trend with providing a little bit more certainty for the crypto companies through regulation and clarity, and I think we could benefit from it here as well.
Absolutely. It's fascinating. I mean, everyone is jumping into artificial intelligence, so tell me a bit about how Hyperion's approach differs from, say, more centralized applications like ChatGPT and Gemini.
Yeah, I think what we see, and that's exactly why we started creating our AI stack at Metis, and Hyperion is part of it, that we see several problems in AI industry, right? And I mean, we can talk about it forever, but very briefly, it's all boils down to a lack of verifiability and understanding what is actually happens, and a lack of human control over it. Today, we see that the models, I guess, the market really dominated by a large generalized models. And these models are not necessarily human aligned, or we don't know that. What I mean by human aligned is we don't know if their actions, behaviors, and proposed decisions and outcomes are aligned with human values. It appears to be so on the surface, but ultimately it's the test that AI still needs to pass, and we do not have a way to verify it. And I think that's one of the problems. Second problem is that we believe that the problem of data alignment comes from the data being sort of undefined, unpriced, unvalued, and as a general rule, it's available on the internet, so the large companies scrape it and use it in their data models. But there is no really benefit for you as a data provider, or me, and we think that because of that disconnect, it's very difficult to make AI align with human values. We think for that, humans need to have a governance over what kind of data is used to train AI.
Right.
And that's where our AI building blocks are coming through. So Hyperion is one of them. It's a high-performance network that allows for the AI inference even to run on chain. But also we're building the less AI, which addresses exactly the problems I talked about, the major one, data alignment. And that will be the next kind of, you can think of it as the platform for the next AI economy, where we're introducing appropriate incentives for quality data, and you as a user can take control over it.
Fascinating. Okay, I mean, we could say so much more about the artificial intelligence conversation. Maybe if I could just sneak one more question in there. But if you could paint the utopian vision of what AI will lead to us versus the dystopian one, what would those futures be?
I think mine is at this point, maybe right now mine is a bit dystopian too.
Okay.
Because we still need to build it, right? There's a lot of work that still needs to be done in order to deliver on the true promises that AI has and have it built
so
in a way.
So what does the dystopian future look like? I mean, AIs control all our data. We're basically carbon bodies servicing their artificial...
You know what? That's not the world I want to live in.
Okay.
I still want to be creative contributor to the society. I want to have AI as my friend and trusted advisor, let's put it this way, who can help me become a better human, more intelligent, to learn more, to act fast, and do faster research, etc. I don't want it to take over my life. And I think a lot of people will agree that our life is pretty darn good, and we need to live it and not AI.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Natalia, thank you so much. Exciting stuff.
Thank you.